Now, the Arctic Sea, this is super omega-3 fish and calamari oil. So what's inside each soft gel is fish oil and calamari oil, which we call omega-3. Now, omega-3s, okay, and my olive oil pa siya, it also has olive oil, by the way, or omega-9. Now, omega-3 and omega-9, these are essential fatty acids, okay? These are important fatty acids that our body needs. And some people, they don't like taking fish oil because when they take it, they have this fishy aftertaste when they take this soft gels. Now, you don't have to worry about our Arctic Sea. It's because our company added lemon and lime, which actually counters the fishy aftertaste of the omega 3s that most people are experiencing. Now, why do we call this Arctic Sea? Because our fish and calamari oil, we are actually getting it from the Arctic Ocean, which has very little pollution. That's why the fish oils from this ocean are highly priced. Okay, so if you look at the slide here, you will see this cells. Okay, now our bodies are made out of trillions of cells. I'm not going to discuss lengthily about this. I'm just going to share to you just a little that our body, it produces actually over 100 million cells every single day. So as you listen to me, probably your body has already produced about 3 to 5 million cells already by just listening to me. Now, what is important about the picture here? Now, if you look at the cell, remember about essential fatty acids, the cell membrane, the cell wall, most of the composition or majority of the composition of our cell walls or the cell membranes are composed of fatty acids. And where do we get the best essential fatty acids or EFAs for our cells? We get it from Arctic Sea because most people nowadays, they don't eat fish. Okay, and I will share this information a little bit uh, uh, the, a little bit later. Okay, so the Arctic Sea, the function of this Arctic Sea, it supports us in cognitive function, which is also part of circulatory system, right? Cardiovascular system, the heart health, eye health, healthy skin, and joint support. Now, if you notice, all of these functions, it is supported by these capillaries, veins, blood vessels, okay, that is actually running all throughout the body, okay? It is pumped, the blood oxygen nutrients is pumped by our heart. Okay, so um this is Dr. Dionberg. Okay, now Dr. Dionberg is a world-renowned and foremost expert in omega-3 fatty acids, and he's the father and discoverer of omega-3. He's a chief physician, and he has more than 350 publications or researches about omega-3 that until now it's still being used by many of the companies worldwide. Even pharmaceutical companies refer to some of his researches. Okay, I also had the privilege to meet this doctor, renowned doctor, in one of his trainings with Forever in Houston, Texas, a few years ago. And what is he famous of? He's famous of the landmark Eskimo study. Okay, in the 1970s, this group of Danish physicians, including Dr. Dionberg, they went to Greenland. They studied these Eskimo people. Pinag-aralan nila itong mga Eskimo na tao. And they found out that these people have very low incidence of heart health issues. Wala po silang mga stroke, mga ischemic diseases, heart attack doon masyado, or hypertension. Okay, konti lang po ang kaso nila doon, okay, of heart diseases. They also have very low incidence of inflammatory issues, neoplasm diseases like cancer, allergies, asthma. Wala sila masyado doon. And he found out that these people have also a large consumption of essential fatty acids. Yung kinakain po nila, these communities, they mostly eat raw fish, raw calamari every single day. That is their staple food. Dahil siguro sa lamig doon, hindi na sila kailangan mahirapan sila maggawa ng fire, okay, magluto doon, okay, and bawal rin sa environment, hindi po maganda. So they just eat most of their foods raw. And by checking their DNA, Dr. Dienberg found out that their blood is rich in EPA, DHA, which is coming from the omega-3s. Okay, but if you look at the modern consumption of omega-3 and compared to omega-6, what is omega-6? Omega-6 is vegetable oil, or in other words, no, sa simpleng salita, pinirito, fried foods, okay? Mga pinirito. Tayo mga Pilipino, no? Most Filipinos, we are fond of eating fried foods. If you look at the consumption since 0 AD, yung panahon pa ni Cristo, no? So halos equal po ang konsumo ng omega-3 at saka vegetable oil. Omega-3, fish oil, and vegetable oil. But the 1500, okay, paakyat to year 2000, the modern age, digital age ngayon, look at the graph here. The consumption of omega-6 has gone up, way up, diba? Mga pinirito, ang daming gustong kumain ng pinirito. Okay, in fact, most of our fast foods most of the foods that we eat are mostly fried. While the consumption of fish, omega-3, has already dwindled down. The ratio is about 1:30. Okay, and why is this so important? According to Dr. Dienberg in his book, which I also read, okay, a few times, The Missing Wellness Factor, he actually stresses the importance of taking or maintaining omega-3. I mean, if you cannot have a diet of mainly raw fish, then supplementation of omega-3s and with EPA and DHA is very important. In fact, pinakita niya dito, no? If we are consuming more omega-3 versus fried foods or omega-6, okay? Pinirito, no? Omega-3 reduces blood clotting. Okay? Nagre-reduce po ito ng blood clotting. So, para anong mangyayari dito? It can help support prevent probably stroke. Okay? Mga cerebrovascular diseases, right? Omega-6, okay? Kung palagi ka nagpiprito, it increases blood clotting. While omega-3 dilates the blood vessels, just like the RG+, right? It also helps decrease high blood pressure, while omega-6 increases the blood pressure. It promotes vasoconstriction, okay, or high blood pressure. Now, omega-3, pag marami kang omega-3 tinitake, it will cause weak inflammatory response, okay, while omega-6 will cause strong inflammatory response. And that's the reason why most people who have cardiovascular concerns, pag natamaan sila ng virus, pneumonia-like diseases like the COVID-19, the inflammatory response of our body is nagiging uncontrollable, di ba? So ito nangyayari ngayon sa lung area, no? Kaya nai-intubate yung iba. Now, omega-3, no, dilates air passages while omega-6 constricts air passages. Remember COVID, one of the symptoms of severe COVID is difficulty in breathing, right? So take note, that's why this Arctic Sea is a great product that we should also maintain. Omega-3 will reduce the pain, while omega-6 will promote pain. Enhance the immune system, while omega-6 will decrease the immune system. Omega-3 will improve brain function, while omega-6 will decrease the brain function. Omega-3 will decrease the swelling, the joint swelling, for example, yung mga joints, tuhod, for example, while omega-6 increases the swelling. Now, if you're also taking DHA, which our Arctic Sea has, it's complete EPA and DHA, equal po yung laman niya ng EPA, DHA, it will also increase, in addition, the anti-inflammatory action, okay, in our body. While omega-6 has no such action. So paano i-take itong ating Arctic Sea? The Arctic Sea, since you have 120 soft gels in each bottle, the company recommends. Okay, I follow the U.S. Standard, right? In North America and in Europe, the company recommends at least two soft gels every after each meal. So dapat six soft gel a day. So two. Ganun pong pag-inom after every meal. Lalo na kung kumain ka ng mga pagkain na pinirito. Okay? So that's as far as the Arctic Sea are concerned.